Oh, that was close. All right, guys. This is Team Hard Life Captain Albert here. And also, too, just a heads up, the Redford Ranch and the VFW of Flower Bluff are doing a raffle. They are selling 1,000 tickets at $20 a piece, and all proceeds will go to vets and first responders of the coastal bend. So, again, guys, there's the QR code, so you can check out the prizes that they have available. So definitely check them out. Give them a. This is how you're going to make your purchase too, and stuff like that. But this is, yes, they are a nonprofit organization, so they will be definitely doing a lot of good, guys. And we need all the help, and you can get. Um, Up to 6 prizes, but again, you got to get more than one ticket to do so. So again, there's 6 prizes available, and they're going to be doing that. So on that note, we are going to be spooling this 80Y T-Rex. We'll be doing orange and 130 as the backing. And what did I do with the spool? I just had it right. There we go. Oop. And let's see who's on the channel. We got to turn on my video here. Daniel, Ethan, Timothy. What's up, guys? CJ. Come on. Oh, crap. This is a lefty, so actually got to go the opposite way on this one. Don't forget about these. You got to go in the opposite direction when you feed the line in. Let's see. Hurting for sturgeon in the house as well. What's up, boss? Did you make it out fishing today? I was so slammed. I did not even. I totally forgot about it till like right now that I saw your name on there. Mm-mm. All right, get this on there. I can get this one going. Let's see. Come on, get in there. There goes. Doing the anaconda knot. But just ate dinner. So it actually worked out then. Yeah, I was doing deliveries myself. Yeah, I didn't get to. And then I also kind of had to run an errand too. My daughter wasn't feeling well, so I had to go pick her up from school and take her home. So Kiki wasn't feeling up to it today. So let's see. Come on. I gotta say, this is still so awkward. Let's see. Burton just got home from 20 minutes ago. Yeah, and I was bending wire up until a little while ago. Customer called me up and was asking about this left-handed one, and he's been very, very patient with this, but it's been crazy, crazy. So I figured since I was already spooling one reel, I can go ahead and get him set up on his. Something was off. Yeah, it does make it pretty hard when it's raining out there trying to do a live stream on the phone. It's crazy. Like now that I actually have a channel, I see how hard it is for those guys doing those videos and having to do it solo. It's crazy. So I definitely, when guys grab the camera and help me, record and stuff like that, it's a very big appreciation because it is extremely hard. So. Going to do 500 yards of this, of the 130, so that way he can have his back in here warning. I do have to say it's a bit harder going lefty over here. I pretty much got to control all the line, left to right, but I can only fight it so much before it does get hot. Man, it's barely past, coming up on 330 yards right there. And why are you planning on putting your channel on hold, boss? All right, there's 500 yards, 130. Now we're going to fill it up with the 150. He actually wants black 150. This will be pretty cool color change up right there. Not enough content. Well, yeah. I do have to admit that does make it pretty difficult. Even for me with what I have, it sometimes I feel like it's redundant with the amount of stuff that I'm doing, but then at the same time, everybody loves these pulling videos, and but sitting there breaking weights all day or bending wire and stuff like that, and yeah, there's still a few things that I don't want to share just yet because there's too many guys trying to copy how I'm doing what I'm doing. And if I make it easier for them to produce mass production and stuff like that, it's going to make it easier for them to keep coming after what I have going. So I really have to wait. If the channel was actually paying out a lot more than what it's doing right now, then I really wouldn't worry about it. But at the same time, it's not where I need it to be just yet. So I got to kind of really look out on exactly what information I am sharing until it gets to that point. I really thought that once we hit like 200,000 subs, that man, I'd be golden. But no, not the case. But I'm gonna keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Mhm. I'll be wanting some line on Avet MXO. What would you recommend for jetty and surf? 50 pound backing, 80 pound top shot will work great for jetty and surf for an MXO Raptor. Because then you end up with like 450 yards of line. And that's pretty much what I use on my MXOs. But I actually have 65 backing on mine, but only because at the time when I filled them up, they didn't have 50. But now they got 50, so eventually I'll get into putting that at the backing. And you'd be sitting at probably 450 yards of line on the MXL, so it'd be plenty of line for targeting anything monster on the beach and stuff like that. So yeah, I can understand that, Slime, for sure. When there's nobody on the channel not asking questions and stuff like that, you definitely can make it a difference. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. I'm waiting on the molds, Dave. I've placed the order for the molds, but I'm also waiting on my claw weight molds. Um, I've got those in the 1, 2, 3, 4 ounce pending right now. Also, to the those competition weights. I'm going to be doing them in the 100 gram, 125, 150, 75, and even 200 gram. Um, just because I want to, if I'm going to be throwing those heavier weights, I definitely want to be looking at what I can do. Yep. Hey, Hustle, do me a favor. Yeah, just give me a call here at the shop or text me. I think you have my number. Um, so that way I can clear that up because there's definitely a lot of gear in play right now with that. So this is a pain in the butt, guys. And really scary because I'm having to reach across with my left arm over here. the butt. See if that'll work. Night Hunter, what's up, boss? How you doing? Hard life. Hard life. Man, ooh, ooh, that would have sucked. How the hell did that happen? Okay. Oh, I've been eating up spools today like crazy. Crazy, crazy. A lot of spools getting eaten up. But this means I'm going to have to place another order here pretty soon. Hmm. Yeah, that does make it pretty hard there, Slime. But, you know, if you're able to like change up the scenery of where you're at, that may also help too. But what helps me, or what helped me, was I got people to the channel before I actually started going live all the time. And once I had a subscriber base, then I actually started following through with that right there. How many subscribers are you at now? Okay, there we go. I really thought I was gonna have a lot more, braided lines that would last longer. Now I'm starting to eat through them really quickly. So, but yeah, that's a left-handed 80 Rex. I did get an update today. They will be shipping out the 80 Rex and 3 speeds next week, guys. So next week we should start seeing the 80 Rex 3 speeds rolling in, guys. So if y'all have already made purchase, y'all are already good to go. But if you have not, I cannot guarantee one will be here by the time they get here, because I'm pre-selling them. So just a heads up on that. Oh yeah. Let's see. Now I got to get back to this one, because the video, I ended up having to end the video yesterday because I had to go to the chiropractor, and then it comes out that they actually close at 7. So it's like, oh crap! I hurried up over there for nothing, and if I would have just waited that extra, 30 minutes or whatever that I needed to finish this, I wouldn't have ran into all the traffic that I ran into while I was trying to get over there and get that knocked out. So, I'm on, get it on there. you're saying. Alright, let's go and get this one here. Got that. Nope. No, if you don't want it under wrap, that's a bad thing. Get it under wrap. Alright, good to go. Oh, wrong way too. There you go. Okay. Daniel, I'm happy now. So me and my Chick-fil-A worker finds maybe making a new dance video. What? You're gonna make a dance video, bro? Or is that supposed to say Chiflada worker? Chiflada? Right? Let's see. Let's see if this works. I need this to be kind of tight so I can make it work. Three, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Trying to get this. I'm doing a FG knot. Being a pain in the butt right now trying to tie. My hands are not cooperating with me today. It may be all the wire that I'm bending. Maybe because of that, or I was doing that earlier too. So, come on. All right, hold on, guys. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock it right here so you can kind of see me test it. There's the FG knot right there. But what I want to go and do is stretch it a little bit before I actually finish off uh, the finishing portion of it. Ooh, excuse me. goes. Got that. Make sure I'm cutting the right side. And voila. There we go, guys. There's the FG knot. Oh, nice and tight. Nice and tight. All right, let me check the notes real quick before I finish folding that. 70 to 80 yards of mono is what he's saying should be on there. All right. Let me call him up real quick because I'm not understanding his note here. Give me a second.
What up, Stat?
Hey, I just finished. Well, I'm finishing spooling your Accurate right now. I tied on the FG knot, put the 50-pound mono on, but I'm already up to 80 yards, and I could still fit more line on there. Do you want?
Just top it up to the top rail.
Okay.
Yeah, because basically what I'm gonna do is I'll be doing like 80 to 90 yard casts. We need that top shot, so it's gonna be just fine.
Roger that. Okay. I was reading your note here. I was like, I'm not totally clear on that, so I'll give you a call.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
All right. You have a good one.
All right, brother. Bye.
Later, bro. All right. Roger that. Good to go. Awesome. Okay. So, okay. Well, actually, there's still plenty of room. Okay. I think that's good. It's about a 16th or 30 seconds of an inch. Right there. I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, that is super close. So there we go. So that was 160 yards of mono right there. That was a lot. That's a lot. Oh, might want to. Oh, okay. So I guess the let's see. There's the 160 yards of 50-pound mono on this Accurate, and that was above the, what was it, 600 yards, 600 plus yards of the 50-pound braid that he had sent me. And he said it was new, that they hadn't really messed with it with anything else. So, good one. All right, so that's one down. Yeah. So if you can see, there's a little bit of a gap. You can kind of see the gap toward the bottom. Trying to look through it through the phone, but yeah, there's about a 30 seconds of an inch of gap. So you're good to go. 50. All right. Guess we're going to do the 30. Angel, what's up? William, how you doing? So I went from left-handed reels to right-handed reels now because um, I've got to get back with the customer because the other left-handed blue one that was supposed to be here may have accidentally gotten sold. So I already sent out an email to Avet to see if they can reproduce one more at least for me. But um, I've got the blue one, or I got the black ones. I just don't have the blue one. And I did pull it off to the side, but I cannot find it. So I'm thinking maybe I accidentally sold it and didn't catch it. I don't know. But that's gonna be on me. He hasn't paid for it yet, but again, too, he was ready and willing. But I told him I needed to wait until we got it all spooled up and then go from there. And so definitely want to get him sorted at least. That's on me. It was me. Damn, the phone's hot. For the EX30, 150 pound solid tight line is marked every 100 foot. Um, Whiskey. This is the one you were also saying that you wanted it marked every 50 foot. And your paperwork, or was that on the other reels only? Hold on. So this one said for the 30, which this is a 30, but on the paperwork over here, uh, it said the second spool is 130 pounds solid. Mm. Okay, but on this paperwork right here, the second spool has 130 white tight line solid core. I'm looking for that spool because this one's throwing me off. This one's orange, not white. Hmm. Oops, sorry. Uh, what's up, boss?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, the orange is the line that you spooled on as a backing. What you need to do is you unspool it, and you'll see all the markings. Okay. Then make a loop, spool that onto the 130, and that'll tell us how much line that we can fit on there. And you'll probably lose that orange line, but underneath that is the white tight line 130.
Okay, so repeat that one more time. This orange line, I'm going to do what with it?
Okay. The orange line is a backing that is actually tied onto the 130-pound white tight line that's on there. So basically, what you need to do is unspool that, and then once you unspool that onto an empty spool, you're going to see all your hash marks at the end of the line. Then make a leader loop, and then spin that onto the 130 to get within an 1/8 inch of the top spool right there. And then that right there, you can unspool that, and then do your anaconda knot, and then spool it on. Make sense?
So I'm down spooling the orange off onto another spool, and then the white line that's underneath, I'm going to put that back onto onto the 30, and the loop is where you're losing me. You want me to make basically a wind-on leader and attach them that way?
Yeah. So basically, the orange, there was like 750 yards there. The 30 EXL should hold about 600 yards. So basically, what you do is you unspool that, and then all of a sudden the white come up, and then you go all the way to the end, and that'll have all those 100 yard hash marks. Make a wind-on leader loop, and then you can spool it onto the 130, so we can see how much line we get. And then unspool it, and re-spool it back on. It's a pain in the ass, I know, but.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat it back to you. Once you want me to download this whole spool, because the white line is underneath, it's already marked at every 100-foot increment, right?
Yes.
And then spool that onto the reel and put 50-foot increments. And then when the orange comes out, put an offshore loop to both sides, so that way they're connected via like a tiger paw, and then continue spooling it on.
No, okay. Unspool it and get to the white. Once you unspool the whole thing right there, right, 750 yards, we don't know how much line's going to go on the 30 EXW, all right? Unspool the entire thing, all right? Then what you would do is basically you just tape, make a leader loop and just tape it onto the spool. Spool it on so we can see how much line we get. Then you cut it, down spool it, and re-spool it again. Yeah, so we want to have the 1 inch, 100 foot hash marks on the outside of the spool. I knew it would be a pain in the ass, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you now.
All right. Yeah, once you unspool it, basically what you did is you took like the original like 600 or something like that, and you just added on the 130 column core backing onto that. That orange is probably going to disappear.
Roger that. All right. Okay.
So,
yeah, it took a second for me to understand what you're saying. Okay, I got it. I got it now.
So stoked on that accurate. I did not know it would take that much mono. That's incredible.
Well, you know a guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Like, everybody's gonna be jealous. The first one using the 600 on Deck 6, so that's stoked. All right, cool, brother.
All right. Let me. All right, later.
All right.
Bye. Oh, come on. Let's see. Come on.
Dug around, see if I can find any reviews.
For the 1/8?
Yeah. Everything else was, like I said, back that.
All right, well, we'll have to get them cut and set up for that.
The one on the bottom is like 14s and 15s of the 332nd, and the one on in that silver tray, that's all the 16s that we need.
Oh, okay.
And,
also, you had a scale out there, so you're weighing them
I
out?
took a scale one of that. I bought it back.
Roger that. Yeah, no, that's good. Thank you. Roger that. All right, let's see. All right, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm down spooling this all the way to get the. Ow. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes over here. All right, so now what I got to do is spool it onto the reel to figure out the line capacity that we are going to be needing to fill it up. And then we're going to strip it down and start marking off the 100-foot marks on it to get what he wants. Come on. Right, so get in there. There it goes. Now I need to get this. Oh, okay. All right. Challenges. So, since we're not tying it on, because we're going to have to downspool it to get the count that we're looking for, I'm not going to tie a knot. I'm just going to put it in here so I can hold it in place so I can actually do the spooling. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Is that what it is, Curtis? Wow. Yeah, the fire drawing is tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. That was pretty cool that we had the flash fire last night. That was something pretty different for sure. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Passing up 400 yards. $500 yards. Whiskey, since it's already tied here, you want me to continue filling it up to flip this line all the way over? Or were you still going to try to put monofilament in here? And here's the drawing too, guys, for the Redford Ranch Foundation. These are also the guys that helped me raise $1,500 as a down payment for my truck. And I've seen where they've helped out a lot of other vets too, guys. So they are really legit, guys. And that's the ones that we do our veterans and first responders fishing trip with every month on the 1st. So definitely check out that QR code and go get a ticket, because they're only selling 1,000. Once they sell 1,000, they will not sell anymore. So just giving you a heads up on that. We are at 612 yards right now. We still got plenty of room, but I know you also deal with monofilament too, so. Are we cutting it here, or do we keep going with the orange to fill in that gap? Okay, so cut it here and then go ahead and strip it down to start marking it every 50 yards. Or do we wait to the last mark? Because it, hold on, let me call you real quick, boss. Thank you.
What's up, buddy? Yeah. Once you cut the orange off, spool the white on. Once you get to about 300 yards, you're gonna hit your first 100-foot mark. And then basically at the last 300 yards, just mark it every 50 feet with like a 6 or an 8 inch mark.
Okay, so I'm gonna down spool this all the way off and flip it to where this is the inner core, right? And then
Yes.
the other side is the markings where I'll have to put those 50-foot increments.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And the same height that you're at right now is the same thing for the 150 and on the 50 3-speed.
Roger that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Later.
Thanks.
All right. I don't know. It's not gonna sit. Where's that other wing nut? I knew this one was very fresh, but I can't find my other wing nut. Where's it? Excuse me. I don't know. That's because not do that. where it's at, guys. Might have to go to the store. Go buy me another wing nut. But that's the thing too. I know I went the last time, and I got the stainless one. It didn't fully seat properly, and we don't use it too much. I might be stuck here, guys, so I might have to go and call it because I need the wing nut to work. The last time I used this here, locked it into place and almost couldn't get it off. I almost had to cut the spool off to make it get off. I'm gonna have to go to the store. I don't see the wing nut, the other wing nut that I need here. So, all right, guys. Sorry, couldn't finish, but I'm gonna need that for about 3-4 more Whiskey's reels, spooling and respooling kind of deal. So, I'm gonna have to let y'all go for the day. Sorry. But again, to you guys, be sure go get a couple of these raffle tickets, guys, because you don't want to miss out. When you scan that code, it will take you to the website of what the prizes are, and that way you can check them out. They're really, really great prizes. So again, guys, they're only selling 1,000 tickets at $20 a piece, and it is for the Redford Ranch Foundation and the VFW of Flower Bluff. So again, guys, they really helped me out with my truck, and I do the fishing events with the Redford Ranch every month. So again, proven good people. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good one. I need to run so I can get this done. All right, later, guys. Ooh, the phone's